Swaraj can never be a free gift by one nation to another. It is a treasure to be purchased by a nation's best blood, and we have paid for it. Undeniably, it is due to the sacrifices of these great men that we stand here today as a sovereign, secular, socialist, democratic republic.
There is beauty and power in unity. We must be united in heart and mind. One world, one people. With this spirit in our souls, we stand tall with our heads held high, because our roots are in unison. Our next dance mirrors this very ideology. Let us welcome our performers. I would now like to request the chief guest to come on stage and inspire us with your wise words.
Good morning to all of you. this auspicious day where we became a republic. As has been told to you by the wonderful children here, this is possibly the most important day in our lives. I was 3 years old, or rather the country was 3 years old as a republic when I was born. And I have seen the 60s and 70s where this nation had to struggle. And if you see what we are today, it's a reflection of all the good work that has been done by every citizen of this country. Not least of it is what I find today, the change in our educational system, which is surely going to change our lives of the tomorrow. When I was young, learning was sheer pedagogy. And while we learned subjects, we did not learn life skills. And that is what I find is so wonderful about this school. So congratulations to all of you. Because in your hand lies the safety of our country. And as I see it, it's in very safe hands. The last century has been one of great progress. I think humanity has improved in many, many spheres. But as our generation leaves this world to all of you, we leave behind traces of our greed and our want for more. And nowhere is it more relevant than in our absolute lack of interest in nature. I'm very glad to say that your generation is not the same. However, the profligacy of our generation has left you at a state where nature, flora and fauna are diminishing. I'll give you an example. When I first went to Gomukh in 1969, I was amazed that this was the origin of our possibly most important river. And then I went again as a young man in '89, and in those 20 years the glacier had moved back about 100 meters, and now I am told that it is receded by 300 meters. Now these figures don't really tell the complete story. We had a river called the Saraswati, possibly the most important river in the subcontinent of India. Civilizations came up there. However, 4,000 years back, it disappeared. From a mighty river, which was extolled in the Vedas, it disappeared because it lost its glacial origin. there's a story in it for us, because the Yamuna has lost its glacial origins in the last 7 centuries. And without water, I'm sorry, we would not have life as we now know it. Fortunately, everything can be reversed. And it is up to your generation to ensure that the fate of the Saraswati does not also include the Yamuna. The second issue that I wanted to talk to you all about is the issue of health. In the last century, we have a new set of diseases called lifestyle diseases. And this is not only because we are not exercising as much as before. It is more to do also with our mental health. So you have India now being talked about as the capital, world capital of diabetes, of the maximum heart cases in the world. All this is not because we are possibly exercising less than before, but because we have forgotten the techniques that were taught to us in ancient India. Meditation, yoga, the ability to slow down life to a pace that our body can keep up with. And that is something that I'm glad that is coming up in our country now in some way. Whether it goes further to a state where we reach bliss again is left up to you all. I was amazed at the spirit of nationalism that you all have all shown us in this beautiful program that you all set forth for us some time back. My congratulations. I would only like to caution you all about a very ugly thing, which is ultra-nationalism. And that's not something which is being taught to you here. It's something that is brought on to you by media. Please be careful, because the moment ultranationalism puts up its ugly head, you have divides. And as you yourself said, we all are here to get together, not divide ourselves. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, and I see that it is driven into your life by your school every day, is have empathy, don't fall a victim to apathy. It's important. Not all of us can become leaders because we all have our time. But it is important that everyone amongst us has this ability to see what is right and wrong. And whenever we see something that is wrong, we must speak out against it. It will only lead to the betterment of our country. I don't want any of you to become crusaders against your will, but I do wish that each one of us speaks out and acts when one sees something wrong. And lastly, may I suggest something to you? A wonderful poem called If. It was written about a century back by a gentleman called Rudyard Kipling, who was not exactly the best of people. He was a confirmed racist, which is bad. He was a white supremacist, which is worse. But he wrote this wonderful poem, which if you read, you will know what the attributes of a good human being are. May I suggest that you give it a thought. Lastly, let me congratulate each one of you for this wonderful program. It moved me to tears. May all of you flourish the way that your school wants you to and become the citizens that lead India to greater glory. Thank you very much.
So much, sir, for inspiring us with your profound thoughts and invaluable experiences.
We have traveled east of India. We have experienced a plethora of emotions. Let us now travel towards the north, where we have the incredible Haryana, which is also known as the home of gods.
Haryana? Why Haryana? What is so special about this place?
Tasneem, submerged in rich cultural heritage of Vedic period, the mystical state of Haryana stands out from the crowd. The state is a visitor's delight. It has rich tradition of dances for various occasions like weddings and different seasons like harvest and monsoon. The zest for life present in the natives of Haryana is channeled into various dance forms. Let us take a look at this beautiful performance with the flavor of Punjabi Bhangra, which will make you all fall in love with the north.
really caught my eye. Today's women are at par with men. Gone are the days when girls only engaged in household chores. I believe the society has finally realized what girls can truly achieve.
And now, to continue the excitement and patriotic fervor, our next performance truly showcases this pride, value and essence of being an Indian with a difference.
Shamalam,